We are back here at Griff's in Las Vegas, and it's time for the quarterfinals here at the WPA Players Championship. And it's all brought to you by the Whirlpool Billiard Association, the WPA, and CSI Q Sports International. Now, it's a race to 7, alternate break. The winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinals, and the loser is out. Now, let's meet the players. We got a good match for you here. It's a battle of U.S. Open champions. Firstly, from Scotland, he is the defending U.S. Open champion. Please welcome Jason Shaw. And his opponent is the 2015 U.S. Open champion from Taiwan. Here is Kevin Chang. Gentlemen, let's lag.
Here we are, back for the 4 p.m. match. We have an excellent match. Jason Shaw from Scotland versus Yushin Kevin Chang from Chinese Taipei. I'm here with Carl Boyers.
Jason wins the lag. Jason is a master at racking these balls. Likes to rack the balls and not put the one ball in the triangle. For some reason, I don't know what that's about. Also, Kevin Chang is another good racker of the balls. It's a good matchup, this one. 2 top hitters, 2 of the big names in the world of 9-ball pool.
He's made 2 balls. I think he's got a shot on one here, Carl. It's close.
Certainly getting down to pot it, isn't it? So that tells you that this does go. Jason, fearless potter of the ball. One of the best natural talents and eyes in the game. Lost cue ball a little bit there though. I'm not sure if he was trying to hold for the red 3 in the side pocket. Missed this one, yeah, he was trying to spin it in, wasn't he? To get on the 5. So it's an early mistake. Kevin's coming round to have a look. He's going off the rail, you see, because Jason's got the snooker. So just watch the cue ball as it travels towards this red 3 ball. Looking to hit rail first. Sometimes got to be careful you don't scratch on this shot right along the bottom rail. Even though Kevin can't pot this clean, it's the type of shot players often make, so. And he makes it.
Do you swing this around like 3-4 rails, bottom right here?
Yeah, what he'll do is, he'll just be a bit cautious about the 8 ball. You don't want to start tracking up towards that, so Kevin will be looking to find the line of path where the pace isn't key. So he'll probably come a little bit wider. 5 balls. More of a cute than you think.
It.
And look at that, he kind of rushed that shot, didn't he? Yeah.
And he went, I don't know.
Wow.
He left it.
So the mistake by Jason isn't punished. And I don't believe there'll be a mistake now from Jake. Maybe the 5 ball was a lot tighter in the side than we give him credit for, but you expect Kevin to take care of that.
I think Kevin was thinking so much about what you were saying, not going behind the 8 or towards the 8 and things, and he forgot to make the ball. 1-0 Jason Shaw. Jason Shaw's an 8-1-7 on the Fargo, for those of you like that. And Kevin Cheng is a 7-9-8. Both of these players are former US Open champions. Kevin Cheng 2015, US Open 9-ball champion. Jason Shaw 2017, US Open 9-ball champion. Who did Kevin Cheng beat to win that 2015 US Open 9-ball? Carl Boyes.
Good looking fella, if I remember rightly.
Or was it in the final?
It was in the final, yeah.
He beat Carl Boyes in the final.
Didn't just beat me in the final, he beat me in the hot seat match as well.
Oh,
Did me twice.
he tucked you in bed and told you a
Yeah.
bedtime story.
He run 4 and 5 racks. His breaking was unbelievable in the match, from what I remember. So keen to see what he does now in this match. He goes down the middle. And that ain't going to work unless there's 2 falls. He's got second best prize though. Not left Jason an open shot. But the one, Jason just asked if it was legal or not. Something you don't really look at when players hit the balls that hard. So it was an illegal break. The Players' Championships this year, we're playing the 3-point rule on the break. Point for potting the ball, and a point for when a ball goes past the head string, kitchen line, whichever you call it. I do believe only 2 points was scored on that break.
Carl, in this situation, is he allowed to push now or not?
He's allowed to push,
This
yes.
guy,
The incoming player has to shoot. So Jason come to the table. Obviously, he's not going to shoot that one, so he gives it back so the breaker can play the push shot. Now he has left this left rail kind of kick shot, try and make it. It's a big gap where the one ball and the rail is, so it's not a complete hanger, this. Players do like to take this type of shot on. Yeah, he's just having a look, there you see. If he hits it thin, one ball might stay around the top rail area. Cue ball might crash into balls though, so he's fully attempting the pot here. Hits it full.
in that situation, Carl, there was no like two-way. He was just selling out almost if he goes for that shot.
Yeah, but it's a shot where the players, you know, you are quite confident in making it, and often when you put it back to your opponent, they get down and knock it in, and you think, well, I should have gone for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an easy shot, but it's a shot. He sort of had to go for it, really, I think. Now, this is thin. Cue ball will be travelling off minimum 2 rails, probably 3. 1, 2, 3. Pace looks okay. Getting on 3 ball may prove difficult.
Can you do the Alex Higgins on this one? Bottom right, 1 rail, check back, middle of the table.
Yeah, he's looking, can he draw through them 2 balls, isn't he? The orange and the purple.
Oh, I might have that angle. Off the back of the 5, maybe.
If people watching are wondering why I keep mentioning the colour of the ball, it's just something picked up because not everybody might know what the numbers are. Obviously, if you're a pool player, you will know the numbers. So we refer to this as the blue 2. Now it looks like he's playing this high on the cue ball, so he's trying to top this off of you too.
Oh,
This
he's
is
missed
worrying
again.
start for Kevin. Why didn't you play like this against me? I'm going to be having words.
Wow. 2 games, 2 misses.
Yeah. Jason doesn't really miss them type of shots. Maybe Kevin, always intrigued to see how players have matched up before, so maybe Jason's played Kevin a few times and maybe he's given him a few beatings and Kevin knows that.
He hit that sweet, didn't he?
Yep. This is thinner than
Oh, yeah.
the angle made it look. As you can see now, this is real thin. Cue ball control can be difficult as he gives you a little guide where he wants it there with his cue. And
Oh,
he's missed it. So both players making mistakes.
And he's left it.
Yeah.
I bet you wish you were out there.
I don't think they'd be making these mistakes against me. It's funny really, when you're in the booth, I won't lie, you feel like players make a lot of mistakes, but when you're playing, you feel like there is no mistakes, but just shows you. We've seen SVB put a clinic on in our last match. And this one started off a little bit ropey. 4 ball doesn't go in the side, so that's a poor positional shot.
You feel like if Kevin doesn't win this game, it's going to be a long match run.
Well, I mean, he can still win the match, of course. It's just you have to ask the question, you know, he's had opportunities and he's not taking them yet, so you're not going to keep getting away with that. If he's playing the combo, this is a real difficult shot. Look, he keeps eyeing it up because of the distance between the purple 4 and the green 6. This is well missable. I have a feeling, yeah, there you see. If he pots the 4 ball centre pocket, he makes the combo. That's why he's took that on.
Oh, nearly got unlucky. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, he's just pretended the 6 ball wasn't there. So he's still at the table.
Just pointing the line. He wants a cue ball to go to hit the top cush.
Yeah, he's going to go off 2 rails, probably play for the 5 ball.
Oh, he's missed the line.
Well, we'll forget what I was going to say there.
He hit that too punchy, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he's really struggling at the minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I was saying that he has played a match today, hasn't he? I was just
Yeah.
about to say, sometimes when you first start in a match on a different day, sometimes you just don't get through the cue ball the same, so it turns into a grind. But he has played a match today, so.
On this table. That's a weak safety as well.
Wow, what is going on here? How did this guy beat me?
He's just gone in the head.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
completely gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even played a good 5 ball, has he? I mean, that 5 ball should have been on the bottom rail. Eagle Eye Shaw, this is his territory. Probably, along with Joshua Filler, the best single ball potter in the game. Tried to nudge the 7 down to this corner. Not quite on it. This will be a lot thinner, an acute angle into the left side. But it is on. Maybe he'll play across bank. There's a couple of options. One thing I don't think he will do is play safe. There you see the cross bank. Needs to avoid the 9. That's good. Good shot. I kind of like that. Attack the table. Why play safe when you can go for the bank yourself?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Wowzers.
This is some game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, two guys down a local pub will fancy playing these guys.
I think both players have obviously made a couple of mistakes early on. Maybe they're thinking I'm not getting through the cue ball that good at the minute. So you just feel this is more important for Kevin, this rack though, than Jason.
Did he hit it?
Yeah, he hit it, pal.
Yeah, definitely more important for Kevin, I would say, like you were saying.
But that is an unusual mistake for Jason. Like, as I've been saying, such a raw potter of the ball. Very rare do you see him missing them type of balls. But we all do, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, Jason, even that 5 ball that you said, you know, he makes these well with Phil. He got out of line immediately, kind of rattled it a little bit, changed the angle and knocked the 7 to a tougher spot, and it caused the miss later. I mean, well, I don't know, doubt in his mind or something?
I mean, there's obviously small nerves going on. It's the quarterfinals. The winner of this match will advance to the semi-finals, which is tomorrow.
Mention some of our sponsors. We're playing on diamond tables with the Addy 988 cloth. Cyclop Hyperion balls we're using. And the best chalk in the business, Master Chalk. This is a WPA Players Championship, the first WPA event they're holding and produced by CSI. And let's see how Jason attacks these. Nice cue ball.
Again, wing ball disappears. Seen it time and time again. SVB, Jason Shaw, relentless at making the wing ball in a rack your own format.
And he parked that cue ball there.
Yeah, that is the perfect break. Cue ball in the centre, as you can see. If any of them balls was the one ball, he could see every single one of them, couldn't he? So that's the aim. Needs to navigate cue ball around the world off a few rails. This needs to bounce though, and it has done. At first I thought maybe the 9 ball might come into play. 6 balls landed funny though, hasn't it?
6. Where?
That's 7 balls, so
The
I
7
keep
ball, yeah.
keep questioning myself on these new Cyclop Hyperion colours.
Make
6
sure he
and
doesn't hit
7.
this.
Yeah, nice shot. Wasn't too bad because he knew just potting the ball. He had a natural angle. This is what you want, really. When you make a mistake like that, sometimes you get the ultimate punishment, and sometimes the pool gods look after you. And they've looked after him in this rack because he could have been faced with something brutal.
Just let your arm out again, yeah?
Yeah, just to get that rack back, and then it's kind of everything's forgot about then because you know you're 2-1 up then. That took a rattle. That wasn't clean. Wanted to be way out, and he's not landed on the best angle here, has he? He's going to have to kind of force this now. Is he playing the drawback off the side left rail? He is. Played that really well though. Sometimes you can over or under hit that ball. So it's 2-1. Jason Shaw.
This is a race to 7 format, but you have to win by 2. If it gets to 9-9, then they lag again and play one sudden death game. Kevin Cheng, first break, I think he hit him head on and came up empty. And maybe even, yes, it was an illegal break as well. So let's see if he can do much better this time. In the earlier match, he broke excellent. Made the wing ball every time, got on a 1. I don't know why he changed things up. Let's see if he goes back to what he was doing earlier. 2 ball at the back. Yeah, this is more like it.
Green ball vanishes. Lost the cue ball though. And balls are tied up, the 1 and the 8. So no friends for Cheng in this break. Looks to be in a tricky spot as well. Not sure if you can see the edge of the 1 ball, so push out's going to be quite difficult. He's just looking there, he's just going to sort of push to that area and then leave a thin edge. Interested to see if Jason plays or passes this shot.
So he's just playing to leave a thin right-hand edge, and maybe just the other player, whoever takes it, plays a containing safety. Not sure if he feels. See the edge from there? No, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I would imagine he has left the edge. If he hasn't, I can't really see Jason wanting to play the shot.
He's passed it back.
Yeah, he's just put his cue there. He's going to try and use the green 6 as his blocker. This is a difficult shot though, this. He's going to bump the 1 off the rail into the 8 to hold the 1 there. Oh, he's played that. Right, I see. I thought he was going to hit the 6 if he played that. There you go. Cue ball was... Unless he was trying to, I don't know. Not sure about that. Don't think this pot's in the side, so...
Looks like he's playing a stop shot behind a 7. He is. Did he make it?
Probably a 2-way shot, probably still on the 2 ball, so it's a good shot, well controlled. Has to be said, Kevin Cheng with a ropey start. Not easy to hit this ball. Even if you do hit it, needs a bit of luck for it to go safe. Just wondering if he's trying to come up off 3 rails and getting behind the 1.
Yeah, I think that's what he was pointing at down here earlier. Put his extension on the cue. Hit this with quite some speed. 1 ball's got to hit a rail afterwards and go back up table. You hit it.
So it's a good hit. Cue ball's coming over to the left. Is the 8 ball his friend? It is.
I don't know. He kind of gave away. Maybe you can see this.
Right, I see, yeah. Difficult to see from here. Jason's going over for the jump cue, so that tells us there's no edge.
Yeah, no edge.
Jason, very, very handy with his cue. One of the best in the world at jumping the ball. There you see, even come round here because he knew the cue ball was coming down here. That's how much knowledge he had on that shot. And he's going to need another one. You do have to hit this clean though, because at pace, if that 2 ball goes into the left rail, you would think it's going to rattle.
Like just like that.
Just like that, because of the pace. Not the worst results. Whenever your opponent doesn't leave you kind of straight in, you would say you've had a result. But the good jump on the 1 ball did keep him at the table, so. Now, I'm not sure if he can play off the left edge of the 2 and sneak in around the back of the 8. If not, he's going to play off the other side of the 2 and try and get him behind the purple 4. Speed control is everything.
He's taken a long time on this. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's just landed in that awkward spot, obviously. He's kind of looking at, keeps looking at this 8-ball, where that's going to go. So, is he going to try and hit the 2 into the 8, keep the 2 there, and come off a couple of rails? Or I don't know.
Go behind a 4 off the cushion. Drawing back, I don't know. We'll find out.
2 balls. Is he going to try and get him behind the 5 over that corner pocket? He's not 100% certain where the 2's going, but he knows where the white's going. And you have to say, it's a nice shot. I think if there's an edge, sometimes you leave an edge and it just happens to be the potting angle. Jason probably just trying to put 2 ball on the edge.
Oh, he's left it.
Yeah, he's left it and used that 9. Super difficult shot, that.
5 ball's tough though, later.
Been alongside Mr. Jason Kane all week, doing a splendid job, flown in all the way from Christchurch, New Zealand. Loves his pool. He also loves his hopscotch.
I can hopscotch with the best of them. Go All Blacks.
Now, has he tried to leave some form of angle where he can draw this cue ball all the way back up table to dislodge this 8? He hasn't done that, so as he walks round, he wants cue ball in the middle of the table, and he'll be playing a safety shot, trying to lock him in behind the 8.
Is he trying to, can he cheat, kill it in,
Yeah.
and then scoot up the rail and just knock that 8 out? We can't tell from this angle.
Carlo Biardo, could just see him in the background there. He's playing SVB, I think, was he?
No, that's later.
Or is that later? Maybe he's practicing. Yeah, he's practicing. Now 6 ball might spoil the party, and it has done. I'm just wondering if he could get that angle there, why not play for the bank? Because bank across table would be very easy. He's like played it to come up out to play the safe, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he's still trying to play the safety shot, but he's got to use the jump cue. Problem with this is, after hitting the 5, can you stop it straight away behind the 8, or will it come away from the 8?
Something could fly off the table here, maybe, or not? On this type of shot. No, he put it
I'll
perfect.
tell you what
Look at
a
that shot.
jump shot that is. Kills the cue ball dead.
Wow.
Not easy. Many times when you attempt that shot, cue ball comes away. So both players very handy with this jump cue. Jason's just trying to hit the 5, but he misses it. In that instance, there's no real kick safe. It's just try and hit the 5 and hope it's your day. So the good jump save from Kevin was given this opportunity, and where these balls are, you would think it's going to be 2-2. But you never know. He seems to be playing the shot very quick once he's addressed it. I seem to remember him queue up quite a lot, but
That's only against you.
cheers, pal. Yeah, I don't know. New style of play, maybe.
Nice shot. Going lower than the side pocket, making sure it doesn't go in there.
Two. Jason sure to break. One thing's for certain, you will see this wing ball vanish.
Jason Shaw from Scotland, 30 years old, nicknamed Eagle Eye, 6-time Turning Stone champion. Played in Mosconi Cup 2016 was his debut. Won 2017, won 2018. Not so good. USA took it down last year. That was a well-needed win by the USA. They were on a big losing streak.
Ladies and gents, watch the orange 5 ball. This is the intended ball to vanish. There you go, I will put my house on it, and the wing ball goes every time.
4 ball.
Does have a shot on this 1 ball. It's long. Good news, you can just float into the 6. You don't have to put any great power into this shot because of where the 2 ball is, so you'll just see him play this pocket pace. There you go. He's tied the 6 up. Yeah, no,
Oh, that
has he
might be
been
okay,
lucky?
yeah.
Yeah, has he? I thought he was going to just like drag roll it, so he just bumped the 6 4 or 5 inches to the right. Now, because he's playing slow in this instance now, it tells you that maybe there isn't a combo on. Because if that had landed dead straight, I would think this rack would have been over by now.
Yeah, the shot before, as Carl was saying, Jason went for more of a punchy shot, a little harder, and it might have messed the 6-7 up.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one because it looked like he could just drag it in and bump it, but every player likes to hit pots at their kind of pace, so maybe that's the way he likes to hit that shot, but you could never guarantee where the 6 was going to go playing it like that. So this tells us it isn't a combo, so he's going to try and play some kind of breakout.
He's looking to see, maybe it goes in there, he keeps looking that way.
I don't think it goes in there. I think he's coming off the similar place to where the chalk is to break this ball out.
I see, yeah.
Looks good.
Oh, he's missed it.
Just missed it. It looked like it was going to be good, didn't it? So this problem has all been caused by the very first shot. And this looks kind of difficult. Doesn't look like there's an obvious safety on, so he's going to have to come with something.
Oh, he's just going to hit it super soft.
Yeah, just try and float off the edge.
Oh, he's sold out.
Yeah, it's so hard, that shot, but that weren't really the bad shot. The bad shot was the opener. He could have just lagged it in and it was an easy table then, so that shot there is so hard to just try and float it in and get the snooker. So Kevin Cheng will know the importance of this 6 ball now, because whenever you can steal a frame after your opponent's made a mistake, and then he will have the break, so you know, it could be a little turning point this. He just doesn't look settled to me though. He's like, even this shot, it's like he doesn't fancy it. He's kind of willing it in. But he makes it. And I think that's going to be good enough, you know. He's got a little bit of an angle here, so he can just run through off the 1 rail. Yep, it's looking like 3-2, so the mistake from Shaw could be costly. How costly it will be, we will not know until Kevin Cheng breaks the stack. 3-2, Cheng.
We were mentioning earlier some of the sponsors. There they are on the top of the screen, including How Tips. It's a fairly new tip company. They're here. They have a little booth here. And people are buying the tips and putting them on queues. Check them out. Plus the others I mentioned earlier already. Yeah, this match is funny. I mean, Kevin made so many mistakes earlier, but Jason couldn't put him away, and now Kevin keeps pinching the games. Jason missed that 8 ball earlier, he won that game. Jason tied that ball up and then played, it was a hard save, played a bad save. And now he's lost the serve, Jason. So, and it's such a short match. We'll see what happens. Can he park the cue ball here?
Red 3 ball. Wants that to vanish. And it has. But Kevin's not really getting a shot off the break, is he, at the moment? So Jason knows he'll be back in this rack. Sometimes the game can double punish you. Jason Shaw's not been punished there. If Cheng would have had a shot, he could have cleared the table for a 2-gap lead. Push out. I'm just wondering if he's going to push over towards the left, and then would he play 1 ball into the 6 to stop the 1 float round? We shall see. Is he leaving a pot though? I don't. So he's kicking at this ball. Right. I think Jason will give this back, you know. I don't really know where he's going to kick this safe.
Yeah, it might hit the 8. If it doesn't hit the 8, it won't stop, will it?
Put him straight back, hasn't he? He must have. Kevin spotted something we haven't. Is he playing off the edge of the 1 to get the cue ball to miss the turquoise 7 and get cue ball back down the right hand side of the table? This is a real difficult shot though.
He did play that shot.
I didn't like the push. I thought the push out was terrible, I won't lie.
No, because the 1's always going to go over there.
Yeah, I didn't really see the high percentage of.
Yeah.
Why not push down to the bottom left where you can at least see the 1? And
Just the edge of it or something, yeah.
and it was a strange one.
Now it's a wide open table. This is Jason's specialty.
Jason straight away just looked, didn't he? Didn't even walk around this side of the table. He just looked and offered the hand as if to say, carry on. Nice shot, that'll do. So he's played a stop shot, didn't even try and get a low on the 5. Just going to swing this round the table. 3 or 4 rails for the 6. Both players missed the ball in the side. This is your 4th rail, it's coming off. This looks perfect.
Hit that with going 2 rails towards a turquoise 7. So there's no way he could get hooked behind the 9 going down table there. Jason Shaw looking good to tie this match up.
So that's 3-3. Jason takes the timeout.
Wait, and Carl, do you have something to sing for us?
Not at the moment, no.
No? You're killing me, Smalls. back from the timeout. Carl?
Jason?
Okay. Carl has the most beautiful singing voice, and we had his plan that in a timeout he was going to sing, and then when I set it all up, he doesn't sing. It's killing me.
I've never sang in my life, Jason.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Beautiful voice.
We have all the time in the world.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He did it.
Vincent, our producer's not happy with my singing voice.
Oh, boy. Thank you. That was excellent.
Just entertaining the crowd, Vincent. Relax, man. Back with the action.
So the wing ball is, I can't see, purple 4. Purple 4 we're looking for to go in. It went in.
Again, fantastic cue ball control there. Parking the cue ball. And look at this, he gets a shot. That's the bonus of parking the cue ball.
2 rails out to the middle of the table here, I would say. Well, this is a key shot here. Getting on a 3 ball.
Probably just play off the 1 rail. Just try and come back down and leave a thin 3 ball like this.
Just making sure you don't get snookered there, yeah? Stay wide open. Nice shot, good angle to get up table. Back for the 6 in the same pocket.
So straight back from the break, Jason breaks. It's a nice layout. And it's looking like he's going to take these 2 remaining balls to edge closer to victory. Looks pretty good. Wants it off the rail, but such a good potter. Just bear down a bit longer on this shot. And it's 4-3. Jason Shaw. Kevin Cheng to break in the 8th rack.
This is a WPA World Pool Billiard Association Championship. This is their first event that they are holding. Hopefully an annual event before the US Open every year will be perfect for the players, especially the players coming from far away as Chinese Taipei, about 7,000 miles. They'll have 2 tournaments to play in one destination. Now Kevin Cheng's been making the wing ball, but not getting on the 1 every time.
Taking his time on this rack, isn't he? He's even moving the balls about now.
The way Jason's breaking, he knows he's got to hold his own serve, otherwise it'll be over before he knows it. We saw our first match of the day. Kevin Cheng beat Sean Wilkie on this table. Five ball is a wing ball.
Again, very good cue ball control. And this is the difference.
3 ball, 7 ball tied up as well.
Look at the difference here in the game. It's 3-3. Jason breaks, parks the cue ball, gets a gimme out. Next rack, Kevin Cheng breaks, parks the cue ball, and look what he's faced with. What a brutal game at times. So risky. I mean, what do you do here? Do you try and pot it and break it out? If you miss it, you're in all kinds. I mean, there is a possible angle on to find it. He's playing it left-handed. You can only feel like this is going to go wrong and not right.
Missed it.
Fair effort. We're a million miles off now. He'll just be chipping off the edge of the 3. Will he risk trying to get behind the 8, or will he elect for distance? This is the quarter-final match of the 2019 WPA Players Championships. We are at Grist Billiards in Las Vegas. So he's decided to try and get behind the 8. Speed was always going to be difficult. Looking at the line though, could he not have got behind the 9 actually? I think he could have done. I think he could have played distance and try and get behind the 9. Shaw's trying to spin this round and nestle in behind this 4. He knows he'll get a good 3 ball. This is all about the line. It's a good effort. A little bit unlucky, very difficult shot, but he knew he was always getting a good 3 ball.
The payouts in this tournament, 10,000 to the winner, 7,000 a second. The winner of this match is guaranteed 5,000. If you lose this match, 3,000. Is he looking at a similar shot here? 2 rows behind a 4. I mean, over that way.
If he does attempt a similar shot, he's got to be careful with the 3 ball. Unless he can spin the 3 ball off 2, back in towards the 8 kind of path. He's played it too slow for that, so he's, yeah, it's a fair effort. Another difficult shot, but he has left Jason a great opportunity here to get him locked in behind. That 7 ball.
The path of the cue ball on that last shot was going right behind a 4, just didn't hit it hard enough.
I think Jason can just bump this 3 ball back out into the middle of the table down here and just spin it off 2 rails, trying to get in behind that 7. That's what he's played. Not played a good cue ball though, has he? I thought he'd have played it a little bit harder. It's still a snooker though, so it still works. Just left a jump shot, that's all. Just elected to make sure he got the snooker. Some players might have tried to spin it off too and get him jammed right up against one of them balls. By no means is this an easy shot though. As Has he any friends?
I think he's left it.
Yeah, it looks like it can definitely cut in the middle, so all depends on the cue ball. If you can just pop this and hit the right side rail first, come off 2.
Overcut it.
He's made it though, hasn't he? Wow. He's
Cue
not-
ball, cue ball, cue ball.
He's hit that all wrong, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
potted it too thin, so the pot's only just gone in, and then he's nearly scratched. But if you try to play that shot 10 times, you'd never be able to play it though, would you? Just in the heat of battle, it always seems to go there. So he's took the extension off his cue because he's playing a swerve shot. So Jason likes to use 60, 62-inch cue at a guess. So he's took the extension off to make it a regular size because he's going to be jacking right up. Just watch the cue ball here, folks. So he'll be swerving around that knuckle. Pretty good effort, to be fair. He never really fancied making that shot, but he knew he could get the cue ball down the line, so it was one of them. If he's left it, no, he's not left it straight. I'm gonna say if he's left it straight, at least he's got to put a long ball, but he must have an angle because he's come round here. Jason will be kicking himself if he loses his rack because he did have an opportunity on the 3 there, just potted it too thin. Just feel like Cheng's not really hitting them clean though at the minute. Nice shot there, just to miss the 8 and come back out into the middle. And we're going back to locked horns. It will be 4-4. It will be Jason's break though, and he's breaking really good.
Whoever loses this match is going to be sick, though. Quite a few mistakes from both players. Not the way they want to go out of a tournament.
Yeah, as you said, the loser of this match will be looking back, thinking that's one that's got away.
Don't think they're going to be buying a DVD of this.
I'm sure we can get them a free one though.
Yeah. The 5 ball is the wing ball that Carl's been talking about. Let's see if it goes in. He can park the cue ball. Nice cue ball. The wing ball did go in. And 2 other balls.
Wowzers.
But look at this.
Look
I mean,
at
just
these
like you're
guys.
saying, oh, did I get tied up? No. Like Kevin Cheng, nothing. Shaw, wide open every time.
It's no shock to see the likes of SVB and Jason Shaw in the deep end of this event, because when you can rack the balls and make that wing ball religiously, that is a huge advantage. We've seen many a match on this stream table, and we've seen players keep coming up dry, haven't we?
Yeah, all week.
So he needs an angle on this turquoise 7 ball after this shot because of the way the 8 is. So he plays it soft to guarantee that angle. Now he'll just float over for the 8 in the same pocket. this 9-ball for another break and run for Jason Shaw. It's 5-4.
That might have been his third one, I think, of this match. Yeah, you feel if Kevin Cheng loses any of his serve games from here on out, it's not going to be good for him. Don't think there's going to be any coming back. The way Jason Shaw's breaking, making a wing ball, stopping the cue ball, getting position. Purple 4 is a wing ball for Kevin.
Both players have been parking the cue ball pretty good, so Kevin will be looking to do that again, and then obviously we don't know where the balls are going to go, so his main aim is to get a good cue ball, which he doesn't. And I tell you what, it was going in off that, albeit it was getting kissed, but it was going. So it's a bit unfortunate, and then a little bit fortunate. It's the strange thing about our game. Doesn't park cue ball, gets kissed twice, and he does have an open rack, but there's work to do to get on the 3. Needs a good angle on this 2-ball after this shot. He needs this to travel more though. He might have to play this in the corner. All depends.
He's looking at the combo.
Looking at the combo.
2 on the side and just punch over, draw over for the combo, it looks like.
Rather you than me. If you don't land straight on this combo, it becomes real missable. So he wants to be dead straight on this.
He isn't.
No, this didn't like it. This is a lot more difficult now because he's not straight.
He was just pointing where he wants a cue ball to be. 3 ball should stay kind of in line where the turquoise 7 is now after he makes a 7, hopefully. Similar shot to what I think what Carl said earlier, just the 7 will just get in the way, play the shot like the 7 isn't there, make the 3 in the middle of the pocket.
See many of these miss though when there's huge distance and object ball is not over the pocket, so this is a big shot in this match. Played it lovely though, must be said. That's all right as well. Has to spin round off 2 because he had a little too much angle. Draws down table for the 9 in the right bottom pocket. Stretching a little bit, not the tallest of fellas, but you would think this is not going to cause any problems. And that 9-ball locks it up again at 5-5.
Jason Shaw's been unstoppable when it's his break. Can he continue that form? 5 ball is the wing ball again. 2 balls at the back.
Approaching crucial times now in this match.
Oh, made the wing ball, but lost the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, I just want to touch on something. If he'd have parked the cue ball in the centre, look at the kind of shot he would have been left with.
Pushing out. Wow. Kevin's going to take this on.
Well, does it go though?
Oh. Yeah, we are looking at the monitor, we're not sure.
I think I have a feeling it will go off. There you see, it will go, but it's not easy, is it? And it's not easy to get on the 2, so
Don't know if we can just make it float down with follow and just hit the 9 with a cue ball. Play the 2 on the side next. Later on, the 6-8 off angle combo does go. Not easy, but it goes. 5-5 do or die situation here.
does he fire a long bank in? Stop cue ball dead? Every shot he takes on here.
He's jacking up.
Yeah, is he going to try and spear this 1 ball past the 4? Or is he playing a long bank? He's played the long
Carl
bank.
Boyes,
Yeah.
get out of the booth and get your cue together.
Can see it, just can't do it.
That was an excellent shot he played there.
Yeah, well, he knew he was going to be on the 2 ball, and I think the angle of the bank shot made the pocket quite a big pocket. Probably a lot easier to play that than trying to pot it in half a pocket as well. I'm wondering if Jason was playing the same shot.
Wasn't a good push out, I didn't think, though. Left, you know, he's got to get his hand on the table, and he's not going to give it back, is he, Kevin?
I mean, he's played a great full-length bank, hasn't he? What a hanger. I know what you're saying. I don't know.
And those safety options. I mean,
Sometimes in this game, though, you feel like there is no kind of easy push out, if that makes, you know, where it's like obvious. Jason's probably thought, well, I'll push to there and let him shoot at this, or I'm going to shoot at it. And
I would have preferred. I mean, if Jason pushes frozen to the top rail, maybe just to stop him getting the hand on the table and things.
but then you're left with that shot if they put your bar. I don't know.
Saved. I don't know.
It's open for debate.
It all happened because he lost the cue ball. Didn't park at that time. That's how it was all caused by that.
Now there's still a little bit of, you know, you've still got to navigate this 6 ball. The combo isn't going to cause too many problems. What may cause problems is staying on the 6, because I don't think he can play it that soft so the 6 ball stays up there to play it in the opposite corner. I think he's got to play this hardish and get the 6. I think a good plan here is to try and get the 6 just in the middle of the table. You would feel you've got some form of shot then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 2 rails out in the middle.
Whether he elects to stop the cue ball there or not, or draw back a touch, I don't know. But one thing you don't do is don't forget to pot the 8, and he hasn't.
2 rails, but he didn't hit it hard enough to get out in the middle.
No, he needs it to bounce. This was the problem.
Another bank shot, it looks like here.
Is the bank on though?
I think on these diamonds, they bank short, so fired in.
There's always a danger in that shot, the 6 ball. It's a big bank.
Boom.
He's made it.
Fire in the hole.
It was a big bank, wasn't it? At 5-5. Cheng will know he's got the break and all.
I know, yeah.
And he's been making the wing ball, and he hasn't been having a shot. Will he finally get a shot on the break? And a huge racket will be. was a nice run out, it has to be said. A lot of shot-making shots. Wasn't the worst of push-outs. Was kind of forced into making something happen. All Jason Shaw can do now is watch on and pray to the pool gods he doesn't land on the lowest ball.
Wow, it's a strange match.
It's been a strange match. We've had a bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's been very enjoyable. The fans at home have been treated to a spectacular match.
I'm looking at Jason Shaw, he's sitting there. He's still sitting there, his arms folded, he's focused. He's not slumped in his chair or anything, he's just hoping he gets a shot at the table again.
Kevin Cheng has got stronger and stronger as the match has gone on. It has to be said he got off to a bit of a ropey start, but he's dug deep. He's kept himself in the match. I'm not sure if Kevin's had a break and run yet, but he'd love one right now.
6 ball is a wing ball. It's taking a little extra time this time.
He actually broke and ran the last rack, I've just remembered.
Wing ball went in. Is he going to be hooked on a 1?
Oh,
He is.
wow, that's the game of pool. There is
Wide
a pool
open
god.
otherwise.
The pool gods were looking after Jason in this rack.
Wow.
If the 1 ball sticks up, it could well have been curtains. Difficult to kick this safe. If he is kicking it, he's trying to kill the cue ball straight away. As we've seen, sometimes it pops out. Again, push out. Where do you push to? That's the problem. Pushing out onto the exact opposite side of the table on the line. Any value in that if you can get there? I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Is he playing this hard enough to get a good 1 ball down the bottom end of the table as well? He's not 100%, is he? Because he's taking a long time over this shot. Whenever players take a long time, it makes you feel like there's no obvious shot.
Oh, look at this shot, Carl.
What a shot. Even got the 1 ball down table as well. He played that to perfection. Jason just needs to make a hit here, obviously. Hitting 3 rails below it, you would think he's not going to get safe. And there you go. But he has kind of got safe. And good news is it's gone on the rail, so I don't think he's left the bank.
He's got away with that.
Cheng will know more than us. Yeah, going underneath the ball, you felt like he was never going to get safe. Because it was always going to hit. Was it the 4 ball in front of it? I can't remember, or the 9, whatever.
9, I think it was.
Yeah, and I'd say it's landed not bad for Jason, that. He's got to be happy with that. Safety's brutal and all, you know. Where do you play safe? Do you try and float in between the 3 and the turquoise 7? That's not easy. I think he is trying to take this bank on. It's not dead set bank. He's playing it with loads of spin, trying to square this one ball up. It's not
tough.
easy.
It's tough with a one so close to the cushion there. We will see.
He's not happy with it though, is he? Extreme left on this, I think.
He's made it.
Oh,
What
wow.
a shot. That's a beautiful shot.
Kevin Cheng has come with the goods in the latter stage of this match. Great kicking, great potting, banks. He's been doing it all. Key shot here though, if we can just cue this nicely and pull the cue ball back to Mr. 3, it's a good opportunity. Didn't hit it clean though, did he?
He hit one of those strokes in it.
Yeah, he didn't hit it clean. No, he's still got a shot on this. This is what I remember Kevin playing like, very sort of up and down and a bit jittery, if that makes sense. See what I mean? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it weren't too bad there, and he's in perfect position now. He's got a natural angle just to float off the side rail. There's not been much in this match. Both players have made mistakes. Jason Shaw at 5-5. Lost the cue ball a little bit on the break, but that is ultra critical. You can't really say that's cost him the match, can you? It's just, you don't know where the balls are going to go. Played a push out. Kevin fired in a fantastic long bank and a good run out. And then he played a great kick. Safe in the start of this rack. And he played a good bank on the one, so Jason can't be too disheartened. Kevin's come with the goods the last 2 racks, and he will be advancing into the semi-finals, which is tomorrow.
The next match at 6 p.m. on the winner's side, quarterfinal, is Shane Van Boning versus Carlo Biado. See you then.